The round robin rolls on as Finland and Sweden collide in an all-Nordic showdown at the Bell Center. Familiar opponents meet with the tournament positioning already in focus. These two teams know each other well, and discipline and execution will be critical. With the standings beginning to take shape, this game could quietly become one of the most important of the entire tournament. This is Strat Hockey. We're getting ready to roll here. We're going to be back for the opening lineups and the opening face-off in just a sec. Welcome back here to the Bell Center. This is the first of two games played here today. These games originally played on the 15th of February of last year, 2025. This game was at 1 o'clock at the Bell Center. The following game will be the U.S. and Canada will face off in a game that will be coming up next here on the broadcast. But before we get there, let's talk about what's happened here. So in reality, these two teams were dominated by Canada and the U.S., and that hasn't happened here in this tournament. Both Finland and Sweden won in their opening matchups. Sweden beat Canada in overtime 5-4. And then Finland roundly defeated the United States 7-3 in their opening contest against the U.S. So with that said, Finland is in first place in the tournament coming into this game here tonight with 3 points, 7 goals, 4 and 3 against. Sweden is in second place because they got 2 points for the overtime win against Canada. And then Canada and the U.S. follow up in the standings. So whoever wins this game here will be in first place for the moment. If Finland wins, it's going to be hard to topple them off the top. They'll have one more game against Team Canada. But if they roll out of here with 6 points, it's going to be very tough. I mean, it could happen. The U.S. Actually, that would be difficult. If Canada won out, they could beat them. If the U.S. wins their 2 games, they'll only be at 6 points, and they lost to Finland, so Finland will beat them in the tiebreaker. So Sweden needs to beat Finland for the U.S. to have any chance in this tournament. But we'll get to the starting lineups and see what happens in this one. Finland is sending out Sebastian Aho with Michael Granlund and Roope Hintz. They've got Lindell and Mikkola back on defense. And Kevin Laakkonen will play in nets here tonight. He'll get his first start of the tournament. For Sweden, they've got Zibanejad, Kempe, and Nylander with Brodin and Hedman. And then Philip Gustafsson in nets. He won in the game against Canada. We're getting ready to roll here. The teams are out there for the opening face-off of this game, where anything can happen. This has been an interesting tournament so far. Welcome in here to Strat Hockey. We're getting ready to roll here as the teams are at center ice, and the opening face-off between Aho and Zibanejad. Face-off won by Sweden. Hedman has it, and they're moving. Hedman try to get a pass, gets it over to Kempe. They're going to move in on the breakaway right away here. Here's a shot by Kempe, and that one is turned away. Good save there early by Laakkonen. Back behind the net and circling out with it is Finland. Here is Granlund. He's knocked off the puck by Nylander at center ice. He moves it back into the zone. He's going to take a shot from there. He moves all the way in. This is Nylander with it. Takes a shot on net, and they score. Early goal here. Inside of the first minute of this game, Sweden opens up the scoring. William Nylander will get the goal. That's Nylander's second of the tournament here. Brodin and Kempe will pick up assists. And Sweden makes their mark early. Puck back to center ice. Sweden wins it again. Edman with the puck. It's knocked off of his stick. Here's Hintz. He'll move it back for Finland now.
Team Sweden
up over the line.
First of the tournament, scored by number 88.
That one's first shot on net, turned away by Gustafsson.
Number 10, Adrian Kempe. And number 25,
moving back, Sweden gets it up to Zibanejad. His shot is blocked in front, and now Aho will take it. The other way, knocked down at the line. Take it back. Here's Kempe now. Early penalty coming. Shot by Kempe is going to be knocked away. Another save by Laakkonen. Rebounds picked up by Brodin now. That one's going to be knocked down and touched up. Sweden's going to get a power play here, it looks like. Hintz will go to the box.
Team Finland penalty to number 24, Rupe Hintz. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 2:40.
So 1-0 Sweden early here in this one. Faceoff will be outside of the Finn zone as Hintz is in the box. Faceoff's won by the power play unit. Taken by Kempe. They're going to work it up over the line now. Kempe back to the point. Here's Brodin. Another penalty coming. Brodin's going to get a chance. That one's knocked away. Puck is loose in there. It's going to be touched up. And now Mikkola will also join Hintz in the box. And we'll have a 5-on-3 now.
Team Finland penalty to number 77, Mikko Mikkola. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 3:20.
Sweden already with the advantage early. Gets more of an advantage now. Faceoff's going to be deep in the Finland zone. We're at 5-on-3 here. Faceoff's won by Sweden. Shot off the faceoff by Nylander. That's going to be gloved down. Held on here. Faceoff deep. Still in the Finnish zone. Faceoff's won again by Sweden. Shot by Hedman. It's going to be knocked down by Laakkonen. It's picked up by Lindell. He'll knock it out to center ice. Coming back with it is Sweden, up over the line now. Brodin now will wind up and take a shot that's knocked down in front by Granlund. He'll try to knock it out, bounces it out to center ice. It's brought back by Sweden. Here's Kempe up over the line. Sticked away from him by Lindell, and he'll knock it all the way back down the ice again. Hintz is back. They've killed off one of those penalties. Coming back with it is Zibanejad now. He gets to the line, and that's far enough as Aho takes it away. Knocks it back out all the way down the ice, and Mikkola is back on the ice as well. The Finnish team has killed off the 5-on-3. We'll finally see the second liners out there. Sweden with possession here. They lead at 1-0. Raymond has it for Sweden. He's trying to work it over the line. It's taken away by Lehkonen. He'll turn it back for the Finns. Gets past to Barkov. They're moving into the zone now. His shot is knocked down. Gustafsson with his second save of the game. It's brought back by Raymond. It's knocked away from him by Lehkonen at center ice. He'll move it back into the zone again. Another shot and a save there. And now Bratt has it for Sweden. Gets a pass to Eriksson Ek now. They're moving back into the zone. He's knocked off the puck. Yoki Haru stepped into him, knocked him flat. They take possession, and we'll see the third liners out there. Still 1-0, 8 minutes into this first period from the Bell Center. Sweden and Finland. Vakanainen has possession for the Finnish team. Knocked away from him by Ekholm. He'll turn it back the other way. They're into the zone, and Mantapalo, he's a big man. He is not going to let him get by. It's kept in, though. Forsberg took it back. Another penalty coming to Finland here as Forsberg works it into the zone. Look at a shot there that's going to be knocked down. It's stopped by Lehkonen, and it's like Laine is going to go to the box. And the Swedish team will get their third power play.
Team Finland penalty to number 92, Patrick Laine. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 9:20.
Faceoff will be just outside of their zone here. So if Sweden can do anything more, they've gotten 3 shots on their previous 2 power plays. They lose this faceoff, though. Shorthanded unit has it. Mantapalo will knock it down the ice. Lindell takes it away from Forsberg at center ice and knocks it the rest of the way. This is going to be a very short power play. Halfway through this first, Sweden leads at 1-0. Taken away again at center ice by Lindell. He knocks it the rest of the way. Laine is back on the ice. Finland has it. Has possession also as Luosterainen takes it. Works it to Lundell. They're up over the line now. He's knocked off the puck. Ekholm took him out. Took possession and moves it back. Good pass. Here's Forsberg moving back into the zone. He gets around Laine. Shot there by Forsberg is kicked away by Lehkonen. Rebounds picked up by Vakanainen. And he'll move it back. Finally, a penalty coming here to Sweden. As Ekholm will go after Vakanainen tried to skate it back. It's going to be an interference call here to Ekholm. Finland will get their first power play opportunity in this game.
Team Sweden penalty to number 14, Mattias Ekholm. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 13:20.
They're down by 1. They win the faceoff. They take it. Laine works it up over the line. Puck over to Luosterainen. It's knocked away from him by Carlson for Sweden. Trying to knock it out. It's kept in. Lundell has it. He's going to get a chance here. That one's going to be kicked away. Pretty easy save there by Gustafsson now as Rackle has it. He manages to get it out to center ice. He took it away, though, from Luosterainen and knocked it the rest of the way down the ice. Penalty just about over to Ekholm. Forsberg knocked Laine off the puck. He knocks it the rest of the way, and the penalty is over. Just like that, we'll see the fourth liners out there. As Finland has possession, they're down by 1. First period action here. Third game of the Four Nations face-off. From the Bell Center. Hala is skating with it for Finland. It's knocked away from him. Lindholm will take it back for Sweden now. He's back into the zone. That one's going to be kicked away by Lehkonen. Picked up by Teravainen now. Moves it through center ice. Knocked off of his stick. Coming back, here is Lindholm. He's got a step. He's moving back into the zone. That's another save there by Lackinen. And Kakko, who's playing his first game of the tournament, moves it back the other way. Taken away from him by Arvidsson. He'll skate back into the zone, and that shot is blocked. Picked up by Haula, though, as they move it back. Kept in. Lindholm. He'll take a shot from there, and that one is going to be knocked up into the crowd off of Lakkinen's shoulder. Lindholm with 3 quick shots here on his first shift of the game. Sweden leading in the shots, 12-4 here. So we're just about done here in this first period. Face-off between Haula and Lindholm deep in the zone for Finland. Finland wins it. Haula has it. Gets it out to center ice, and it's knocked down. Arvidsson's going to move it right back in. He's moving in on the breakaway this time. He'll take a shot. That one is deflected, and we are done here with this first period of play from the Bell Center in Montreal. We've played one here in the third game of the Four Nations face-off. This one between Finland and Sweden. Sweden leads at 1-0 after 1. We'll come back for that first intermission report in just a moment here on Stratman Hockey. Welcome back here to the first intermission report on Stratman Hockey. Finland, Sweden. Sweden's the home team again here in this game against Finland. And Sweden leads at 1-0 after 1. The shots in that first period, Finland with 4, Sweden with 13. So that's been really the difference here. And the first goal was scored inside of the first minute. The power plays in the first, Finland 0 for 1 with 1 shot, Sweden 0 for 3 with 3 shots. That only goal was Nylander's second of the tournament from Kempe and Brodin. That was at 56 seconds of the game. And so that's the only goals we've seen so far. Gustafsson has played solid, but he's only turned away 4. So not really tested just yet. So we'll be back for the second period of play. Let's see how this one hashes out as we continue here on Stratman Hockey and the Four Nations face-off. We'll be back in just a moment for second period action. Second period action getting ready to roll here. Stratman Hockey, Finland and Sweden. Sweden leads at 1-0 after 1. First liners are back out there to start this second period of play. Aho against Zibanejad at center ice. Zibanejad wins that face-off. Taken by Kempe. He works it back to Zibanejad. They're over the line now. The shot's going to be knocked up into the crowd off of Lackinen early here. First shot by Zibanejad. Sweden dominating this game so far in the shot totals and in the goal totals, as they have possession now with the face-off deep in the Finnish zone. It's won by Sweden again. This shot by Brodin is going to be knocked to the corner. Hintz has it. Can't get it out. It's kept in. Kempe now. He'll fire it in again, and that one is going to be gloved down. That was a great chance for them to take a 2-goal lead, and Lackinen made the save. Faceoff will stay to his right. It's won by Finland now. Mikkola will try to knock it around. Gets it up center ice. Here comes Granlund back the other way. He's going to move in. He'll get his shot on net, and that one is stopped by Gustafsson. That one is deflected. That one made it past the netting, up into the crowd. And now Finland will get a face-off deep in the Swedish zone. It's won by Finland. Lindell's shot is blocked. Brodin picks it up. Try to work it out, though. It's kept in by Aho. He works around Zibanejad. Aho, he's down low. Here's a shot by him, and they score. They tie it. Aho with his first goal of the tournament. Finland with their first real pressure in this game. Tie it early here in the second. Lindell and Mikkola will pick up their second assists each here on this goal. Puck back to center ice. It's won by Sweden.
Team Finland goal, his first.
Moving with it. Here's Zabinajad. He's going to move quickly the other way, and Aho took it away. Finland takes possession. The second liners will be out there early here in this second period. We're tied at 1 between Finland and Sweden. The fate of first place of this tournament hangs in the balance here in this game. Barkov has it for Finland. It's knocked away from him. Taken back. Here's Eriksson Ek. He tried to pass it to Raymond. It was knocked down. Lehkonen will bring it back the other way because it's a Rantanen. He's moving up over the line now. He's going to take a shot from there, and that one is knocked away by Gustafsson. Rantanen had a pair in the first game of this tournament. It's brought back. Here's Jesper Bratt. He's moving it back the other way. He's got a step now. He's moving in on the breakaway. He's all the way in. That one is turned away. Lehkonen with another great save here. Chance for Bratt to get his second of the tournament. It's brought back again. Here's Barkov. Knocked away from him. Eriksson Ek will turn it back. That one is on net, and it's in. They score. Eriksson Ek with his second of the tournament. Regains the lead for Sweden here. Just over 3 minutes after Finland made it 1-1. Third liners will be out there. Forsling and Dahlin got assists on the goal by Eriksson Ek. That'll be his second, like I said, of the tournament. Dahlin's second assist of the tournament on that goal. Forsling's first. So many numbers. 2-1 Sweden. How about that? One more number for you. Puck back to center ice. Peterson and Lundell will take the face-off. It's won by Lundell. Taken by Luosterainen. It's knocked off of his stick. Bounces to Forsberg. He's going to move back in. He's in on the breakaway, and that one is stopped by Lehkonen. Third shot by Forsberg already, 19-7. Sweden with the lead in the shot totals. That one's taken away again by Forsberg at center ice. Works it back the other way, gets around line A. That one's going to be easily stopped this time. It's picked up by Luosterainen. So he tried to move it out. He got it up to Lundell now. They're back into the zone the other way. Finland with a chance. Shot by Lundell is knocked away by Gustafsson. Rebound. Comes right back to Lundell. He'll fire it on again, and that's in. He gets his own rebound and ties it again here for Finland. We're tied at 2. So just under 2 minutes after the last goal, Finland ties it again. Luosterainen and Laine will pick up assists on this one. That'll be Lundell's first of the tournament. And we're tied at 2. Face off back at center ice. Won by Finland. Vakanainen has it. It's knocked off of his stick. Ekholm will take it back the other way. Penalty coming to Montenpalo here. Here's a shot by Ekholm, and that one's in. Back-to-back goals. Penalty was coming. Ekholm put it by Lehkonen, and it is now 3-2. 40 seconds after the goal by Lundell, Mattias Ekholm from Peterson makes it 3-2. Ekholm picks up his second point. That's his first goal of this tournament. And the fourth liners will be out there now. It's a power struggle between these two teams. Finland's losing that struggle momentarily, but the way it's happened here in the last 3 or 4 minutes of this game could be tied here again in just a matter of moments. At this moment in particular, though, Sweden has a lead of 3-2, and the fourth liners are out there. Halla and Lindholm will take the face-off back at center ice. It's won by Sweden. It's taken by Nyquist.
Team Sweden goal.
He's going to skate into the zone. He gets around Lindell this time. That shot is blocked in front. Didn't make it to the goaltender. Taken back by Lindell. Kept in at the line, though. Brodin has possession. He'll fire it from there, and that one is stopped and held on by Lackinen. He's not taking a chance here. 22-9, the shots favoring Sweden. Typically, the home teams have advantages in Strat. Not always. The home team won in both games in this tournament so far. So, maybe. Face off to the right of Lackinen. It's won by Sweden now. Arvidsson will get a shot on that. Oh, it's knocked away. And Kakko will grab it. Moves it up center ice. Here's Teravainen back the other way. Delayed penalty coming. Teravainen. He's going to make it down low. That one's going to be kicked away. Rebound is grabbed up by Halla. That one's going to be stopped and finally touched up. Finland will get a power play. Actually, looks like Kakko and Arvidsson are getting into it. Couple of players. Teravainen and... Oh, it looks like Lundell and Brodin as well. Thought there was a penalty coming. But looks like there's going to be some offsetting majors. And we'll see the top liners out there with the second defensive pairs. It might just be easier to bring the second defensive guy or the second lines out there. That's what we're going to do. So a pair of players on both sides. Kakko, Lindell, Arvidsson, Brodin. They're all going off for fighting here. And so the penalty box is filled. We'll see the second liners out there. Let's hear the calls for these penalties.
Team Finland penalty to number 84, Capo Kakko, a 5-minute major for fighting. Team Finland penalty to number 23, Esa Lindell, a 5-minute major for fighting. Team Sweden penalty to number 33, Victor Arvidsson, a 5-minute major for fighting. Team Sweden penalty to number 25, Jonas Brodin, a 5-minute major for fighting. All penalties at 10 minutes of the second period.
So the penalty benches are filled. All at 10 minutes. Kakko, Lindell, Arvidsson, Brodin, all off for fighting. Second liners are out there. It's 3-2 Sweden. No power plays out of that. Face-offs in the neutral zone between Barkov and Eriksson Ek. Eriksson wins it. He has possession of it. Gets a pass over. Here's Raymond moving back the other way. Another delayed penalty coming. There's a shot by Raymond. That one's going to be knocked away by Lackinen. Rebound's going to be touched up here. And this is going to be a power play now, as Lackinen will go for tripping. Sweden will get a power play. They're 0 for 3 so far tonight.
Team Finland penalty to number 62, Arteri Lackinen. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 10:40.
Face off just outside of the Finn zone. It's won by Sweden. They're going to work it up over the line. Finland backing off a little bit. Here's Eriksson. He's going to try to work it down low. He does. He's got a goal already tonight. Here's a shot on net, and that one is turned away. Good chance there. Lackinen knocked it down. Rantanen has it. He knocks it back out to center ice. Back with it is Raymond for Sweden now. They'll wind up and take a shot from there. That's going to be knocked away. Mata has it. He knocks it out. Back down into Team Sweden's zone. They'll bring it back. Jasper Bratt winding up, bringing it back into the zone now. Gets around Rantanen. He'll take a shot from there. That one is going to be kicked away. It's still loose. Picked up by Dahlin now. He moves in from the right side. That one's going to be kicked away again. Finally scooped up by Jokiharju. And he'll knock it all the way back down the ice. Lackinen is back. Sweden still unsuccessful on the power play. We'll see the third liners out there. Just under 6 left here in the second. Sweden with a 3-2 lead. Peterson with it. Gets it over to Forsberg. They're back into the zone. Line A took it away from him, though. He'll turn it back the other way. Forsberg took it away at center ice and brings it back in. Here's Forsberg. That shot's going to be knocked away. Lundell has it now. He's got a goal here tonight. Let's take it away from him. And now Peterson will turn it back the other way. Peterson gets it to Rackle. Oops. He'll take a shot that's kicked away. Rebound is picked up by Luosterainen. And the second liners will be out there again. Those penalties, those majors are done. But those guys still got to sit till we get a stoppage. Finland has it. Here's Lackinen. Knocked away from him by Raymond. He'll bring it back in for Team Sweden. That shot is knocked away. And Mata has it now. Try to pass it. It's knocked down by Bratt. He'll bring it back into the zone. All the way back in. Here's a shot by Bratt, and that one is knocked away by Lackinen. That was another great chance. Rantanen the other way. Knocked off of his stick by Bratt. He's back into the zone again. There's a shot on net. Lackinen was there for it. Rebound. Picked up by Dahlin. He'll fire it in. That one's going to be easily stopped. It's picked up by Jokiharju this time. Knocked off of his stick. Forsling kept it in at the line. It's like a long-range shot from there. That one is going to be kicked away again. Rebound again. Picked up by Dahlin. That one is in on net, and they score. They were not to be denied. Finland could not get the puck out of their own zone, and they pay for it as Sweden extends the lead to 4-2. Dahlin will get the goal. All the players with major penalties are out of the box. Those lines that were out there will stay out there, though. Dahlin from Forsling and Bratt. That'll be Dahlin's first of the tournament. Whoops. Forsling with a pair of assists tonight. That was on shot 36 for Sweden. Puck back to center ice. There's going to be another penalty coming here. Eriksson Ek is going to get a face-off violation right after that. It's going to give Finland a power play here. Sort of like a delay of game penalty, but based on a face-off. And Finland will pick up their second power play. Some weird penalties in this game. Face-off in the neutral zone. It's won by Barkov for Finland.
Team Sweden goal.
Works it to Lackinen now. Over to Rantanen. He gets down low. He's going to get a chance here. That shot on goal, and that one's going to be knocked away. And the second period of play is going to be done here.
Team Sweden penalty to number 20, Joel Eriksson.
As we've reached the end of 2 here from Game 3 of the Four Nations face-off. Sweden leads at 4-2. We'll come back for that second intermission here on Strat Man Hockey in just a sec. Welcome back for the second intermission here. Strat Man Hockey with you. 4-2, Sweden after 2. Shots in the second period. Finland with 8 for a 2-period total of 12. Sweden with 23 shots on net in that second period. A lot of goals, a lot of shots. They managed 3 goals. They got 23 shots in on Lackinen. And they have a 2-period total of 36. The power plays, Finland is working on their second, heading in here to the third period of play. At this moment, they're 0 for 1 with 2 shots. Sweden is 0 for 4 with 7 shots. The goals in that second period of play, Sebastian Aho scored at 2:24 to make it 1-1. That was from Lindell and Mikkola. That was Aho's first of the tournament. Then at 5:39, Joel Eriksson Ek scored his second from Forsling and Dahlin. That made it 2-1. Then at 7:20, Lundell made it 2-2 from Luosterainen and Laine. That was at 7:20. That was 2-2 at that point. Ekholm then scored at 8 minutes, his first for Sweden from Peterson. That made it 3-2, and then Dahlin just scored late here in that second period at 18:58 from Forsling and Bratt, and that's where we're at, 4-2. Eriksson Ek will be in the box. We'll see the second liners out there to start this third period of play when we get back. Third period of play. Finland down by 2. They need to score here early. Get back into this one. Puck is dropped at center ice. We're underway. Just like that. Here is Mata. Knocked off of his stick, coming back shorthanded. Here's Raymond back the other way. Raymond with a shot on net. That one's going to be knocked away. Brought back by Rantanen. The other way for Finland now. Gets a good pass. They're moving quickly. Here's Lackinen now. He'll get a shot on net that's knocked away. And it's picked up by Bratt. Try to knock it out. Couldn't. It's kept in. Yoki Haru now. His shot is blocked. Bounces to Dahlin, and he'll knock it down the ice. Eriksson Ek is back. Skating back with it is Mata for Finland now. He wound up and took a shot that was blocked in front by Dahlin. He moves it back the other way, gets it up to Bratt now. They're back into the zone. Here's a shot by Bratt. That one's going to be knocked away by Laakkonen. Bratt's got 5 shots tonight. It's Laakkonen and Lehkonen. Lehkonen now has it. Here's Barkov. Now on a pass. It's knocked away by Dahlin. First liners will be out there. Actually, we'll see the third liners early here in this third. 4-2 Sweden. Carlson has possession. It's knocked off of his stick, brought back by line A. He's up over the line. He gets his first shot on net. It's knocked away by Gustafsson. And Rackle will take it. Nice pass. Here's Peterson into the zone. Peterson all the way in. That shot is easily turned away. That's Peterson's first of the game. Taken back the other way. Here's Lundell. He's got a goal tonight. Lundell gets a good pass. Here's Line. He's moving in on the breakaway. That one's easily kicked away by Gustafsson to the corner where Forsberg picks it up. Works it up to Rackle through center ice. Into the zone there. Knocked away. Another line change. Fourth liners will be out there. Just under 15 left in regulation. 4-2 Sweden. Capo Kakko has it. Works it to Hala. They're moving back into the zone. Here's a good chance for Finland. Shot by Hala is easily stopped. Nyquist will move it back the other way. He's going to move back all the way into the zone with it. Here's Nyquist. That ended up being turned away by Laakkonen. It's the Nyquist's first shot of the game. Kakko has it again the other way. Penalty coming. They're going to get into it again? No. Just an interference call. To Arvidsson. Another chance here. Third power play for Finland.
Team Sweden penalty to number 33, Victor Arvidsson. 2 minutes for interference. Time on the penalty, 7:20.
Faceoff will just be outside of the Swedish zone. They win the faceoff. Shorthanded unit. Brodin wraps it all the way back down the ice. Minutes left in regulation. Puck is picked up by Lindholm at center ice. Knocks it back down in behind the net. Finland will have to regroup. Mikkola has it. He's skating with it through center ice. He gets up over the line. Take a shot from there. It's knocked away. And it's knocked all the way back down the ice. Arvidsson is back. Brodin has possession at center ice. Knocked away from him. Mikkola will try it again. He'll bring it back into the zone. That shot is just wide of the net. Nyquist has it. He'll skate back the other way. Mikkola knocked into him. Takes possession. Top liners will be out there. Just under halfway done here in this third. We'll see when Finland decides to pull their goalie. If they do, they're down by 2. Hey, that rhymed. A regulation loss for Finland would be bad times. Mikkola now. Knocked away from him by Brodin. He'll turn it back the other way. Brodin will take a shot on net. Laakkonen made the save. Rebounds picked up by Zibanejad. He'll fire it in on net. And that one is kicked away. Ooh, that was close. Rupe hints back the other way. Another penalty coming here. Kempe is getting into it with Mikkola. Another fight. The original penalty was coming to Kempe. Let's hear the penalties.
Team Finland penalty to number 77, Nico Mikkola, a 5-minute major for fighting. Team Sweden penalty to number 10, Adrian Kempe, 2 minutes for roughing and a 5-minute major for fighting. Time of the penalties, 12 minutes.
All right, so all in, Kempe got an extra 2 minutes, so Hedman will serve that for him. That was that roughing call. So now this will be Finland's 4th power play. And top lines are out there. But Finland has brought up the 2nd defensive pair to play with Aho's line on the power play. Face off at center ice. Won by the power play unit. Mata into the zone. Takes a shot from long range. That one's going to be knocked away. And Nyquist came down from the 4th line. He's out there playing shorthanded. He has possession of it. He knocks it down the ice. So he's out there with Zibanejad and Nylander and Brodin. 7 minutes left in the game. The question on everyone's mind, when will Finland pull their goalie? Here's Aho back into the zone. That shot is knocked away. Bounces to Nylander. He'll knock it down the ice. Back with it is Hintz. It's knocked away from him by Zibanejad. He knocks it the rest of the way. And Hedman is back on the ice. Teams are at even strength. It's brought back by Granlund now for Team Finland. He's over the line. That shot is going to be knocked away. Brodin will turn it back the other way. Gets it to Zibanejad. They're back into the zone now. Another delayed penalty coming. Here's Zibanejad. That shot on net is stopped. And Mata was going to go here. For holding. Give Sweden their 5th power play.
Team Finland penalty to number 3, Ali Mata, a 2-minute minor for holding. Time of the penalty, 15:20.
So Mata's in the box. We're going to see the second liners come out there for both teams. Second forwards for Finland. With Yoki Haru. And then the full second line for Sweden. So I got the power play here. Just make it easier logistically on the back end. For those of you who watch this channel, you know what I mean. Face-off will be in the neutral zone. Sweden with their power play. Chance to put this game away for good. They lose the face-off, though. Rantanen lifts it back into the zone. Puck behind the Swedish net. They try to move it out through center ice. Lehkonen took it away. Knocks it right back into the zone. Great power play so far for Sweden. Here's Brett the other way. He gets around Rantanen this time. Brett back into the zone. That shot will be knocked away. That's their 45th shot on net. Rebound's picked up by Brett. He'll fire it in there again, and that one is stopped by Lehkonen. Rebound's finally picked up by Barkov for Finland, and he knocks it back down the ice. Mata's back. Puck picked up by Lehkonen. They're pulling their goaltender. Lehkonen is going to the box, or going to the bench. Here's Aho. He's out there as the extra attacker. Mata has possession of it. Taken away from him by Forsling. He sees the empty net. He moves it back the other way, and he puts it in. Gustav Forsling with the empty net goal. Ices this game, and Sweden's going to win this one in regulation. It's going to be interesting how that hashes out. Forsling's first of the tournament. 5-2. Sweden with the lead. Aho will go and sit down. Goodness. Unassisted goal by Forsling. He has 3 points tonight. Great game for him. Puck back to center ice. Won by Sweden.
Team Sweden, empty net
Eriksson
goal,
Ek
his
gives the
first
puck
of
away.
the
It's taken back
tournament,
by
scored
Barkov.
number 42, Gustav
He's into the net
Forsling.
zone here.
An unassisted goal.
That one's going to be knocked away. They only have 21 shots, 47 for Sweden. Working back the other way. Here's Eriksson Ek back into the zone. He's knocked off the puck by Barkov. And this game is over here. Sweden definitively beats Finland 5-2 in this third game of the Four Nations face-off. We're going to come back for the post-game report, talk about the ramifications of the results of this game, and preview what's coming up next here on Stratman Hockey. Hey, we're back. We did it. Ekholm's going to get that game-winning goal here tonight. The final here from the Bell Center. Sweden beats Finland 5-2 in this game. Final shots on net. Finland with 9 in that third period for a game total of 21. Sweden with 11 in the third for a game total of 47. And the power plays, both teams were unsuccessful on the power play in this game. Finland ended up being 0 for 4 with 6 shots. Sweden 0 for 5 with 9 on their power play opportunities. The winning goaltender tonight, Philip Gustafsson, picks up his second win in the tournament, and Lehkonen picks up the loss. So with the win here in this one, Sweden now has 5 points, and they move into first place in the tournament definitively. No matter what the results of this next game between the United States and Canada, Sweden is in first place at this moment in this tournament, and no one could take that away from them. So for both of these teams, so again, the next game we're going to have on the channel here, United States is playing against Canada. So that will be coming up here in just a little bit. And then the next game for each of these teams, Canada plays against Finland, and then Sweden plays against the United States. So those are the last 2 games of this tournament. So there's still a lot up for grabs here at the moment. And yeah, so I guess we will just wait and see how that goes. But the final here in this game, Sweden beats Finland 5-2. Thanks for listening to Stratman Hockey. I appreciate it. Consider subscribing. Have a great day. Bye.